Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the PonderCast. I'm excited to introduce my first guest right there. She is the director of virtual and blended learning at Wayne Township Schools, close to Indianapolis. She is a co-conference chair for the Indiana Connected Educators Conference, also known as ICE. We'll throw a whole bunch of links down below so that it'll make it easier for people to sign up. And then she is an educator Twitter guru. She moderates the IN eLearn chats Thursday at 9. She is one of the creators of the 411 Vodcast, both on Facebook and Twitter. Hello, Michele Eaton. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is exciting. Thank you for being the first one. You get to be like the leader of the group. We're gonna have. You were one of the first ones that emailed me, and a whole bunch more. So I've at least got like a month worth going into this.
Great. I can set the bar real low so that everyone following me
Yeah, right.
really knocks it out of the park.
Yeah. So I just want to share with everybody, like, I got to know Michele through the Twitter IN eLearn. It was great getting to know her. And then, like, just with every great educator, then you get to actually meet her. And it was just awesome and exciting. And working with her at ICE has been amazing. I think ICE has just gotten better and better. I think it's one of the best bangs for your buck when it comes to conferences. And a lot of that is because of you and Tim. So thank you for that.
Thank you for saying that. My head's going to get too big for the screen, so we got to temper all that.
No way. All right. So let's just like get into it.
Awesome.
I can't wait for you to blow my mind. So go ahead. What EdTech tip are you going to show us?
I want to show one of my favorite tools. It's called H5P. So in my role, I do a lot with online course design, working with teachers. And at our particular virtual school and in our blended programs, our courses are unique because they're all designed by teachers. We don't purchase already, packaged courses. So one of the things that you face when you're designing your own content is how do you professionalize that content? How do you make it, look like a clean, nice package? And also, how do you create dynamic, interactive content? Sometimes it's a little bit harder when you don't have any sort of coding experience or developer experience. And I love H5P because it is an open source HTML5 community. Basically, all of the people that know how to code create these really cool interactive HTML5 objects. And because it's HTML5, that means this is interactive content that'll work across any device, including mobile, iPads, Chromebooks. You don't have to worry about Flash or Java or anything like that. So they create all of these learning objects, and then people like me that are not so fluent in coding or don't know how to create those kind of things can come in and literally just copy paste my content in and create some really neat professional content. So I want to show you what that looks like.
Cool.
And give you a tour of the site. So this is inside of our learning management system. I create online professional development, and this is just one example. The learning objectives box here, instead of just creating a bulleted list of learning objectives that no one's going to read, I tried to make it interactive. So this accordion view learning object is one of the H5P objects that you can create. This took me all of 3 minutes. I'm not even kidding. So I already had the content. I just copy pasted and then grabbed the embed code. This is just one object that you could create from H5P. Let me go to the site and show you some of the things you can create. So this is the website. You'll want to create a free account. Your students don't have to, but to create and save your content, you would want to create an account. If I come here to the examples, these are all the different things, different content types. And what's great is because this is an open source community, all of these are stored on GitHub.
Oh, nice.
It's growing all the time.
Yeah.
So some of the things that you could create, an interactive video, a la Edpuzzle, but maybe if you don't have an Edpuzzle account or you want to create it here, you can upload a YouTube video or Vimeo video, add in questions, pause the video and add in content. So that's one of the content types. There's that accordion view that I created. You can also create layouts for pages. So if you're working in a learning management system or a website and you have basically a blank page, and you want to create a nice collage or break up content in a visually appealing way, you can create these layouts without having to spend a whole lot of time. So I like that too. Drag and drop, hotspot. There is also in here one that I really, really love, personality quiz. So if you've ever, I don't know if you're like me, Seth, but on Facebook, I get those quizzes that come across my feed, like, tell us all of your favorite pumpkin spice treats and we'll tell you what house you'd be in at Hogwarts, like those BuzzFeed quizzes.
Oh, for sure.
You could create those here too. And I have an English teacher that does this before novels. So before like Romeo and Juliet Shakespeare unit, she created a personality quiz so that the kids would find out what character they would be, and then that helped her create random groupings, and it just hooked the students right at the very beginning. To create, let me show you how easy it is. The one thing that's not intuitive about this site is where you go to create. So you're actually going to go to your account and then create new content. That's the one thing. It took me forever to find that. So you give it a title, select the type of content. So after you figure out what it is you want to create, let's do that personality quiz. You just fill it in.
Oh, wow.
Right. You can add an image if you want. I'm going to name the different personalities and then start put my questions in.
Nice.
And what personalities they tie to, add my answers. This one's a little bit more complicated than some of the other ones, but select the color. And then once you save, if you have these selected, as long as your embed button is available, I can save and then click that embed code, and then I actually just embed it in my learning management system. There's a download option, so you can actually get the HTML file attachment if you wanted to share it that way. I prefer to embed it. Mm-hmm. This one's one of the more complicated ones, but let me show you. Let's do the accordion.
Cool.
Yeah, it's super simple.
And this works with all kinds of learning management systems. You guys use It's Learning and
right.
Canvas and all of them, right?
Exactly. Awesome. If you have the ability to access the source code, so if you can embed something, then you can use it. That's awesome. And even if you can't embed, you can use it because you can technically download it. So like right here, this was a flashcard activity I created. I can either download it, the file, or I can embed it. I'm just going to grab that, copy, paste it into the source code on my learning management system or my website.
Oh, God. This is awesome. Like,
so cool.
Now these podcasts aren't just for, like, I started doing this to share, but now I'm just being selfish. This is all for me. Like, that is so sweet.
Right. So I love it because all of a sudden I can take, I can make nice looking content within the learning management system, but these tools make it really easy for me to just jazz it up a little.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're like a whiz coder now, but
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Except I'm just giving my secret away, so no one can be as impressed as they were before.
That's all right. You're showing your superhero capability, right? You're showing you have the cape.
Right.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. That is amazing. I just want to kind of let you share what were some things that you did this summer. I know you guys are on that balanced calendar where you have like this much of a summer, but what'd you do this summer?
Well, I worked throughout the summer. We have our virtual school as summer school, and it's our biggest semester. So I stay pretty busy over the summer, but I did make some time for myself. I've been running a whole lot, and I ran my first half marathon this summer in July. Yeah, in Chicago. So that was pretty exciting. And then totally drank the Kool-Aid because now I'm training for a marathon. Signed up for that. That's pretty much.
Now you're not half crazy. You're full crazy now.
Right, exactly. So that's been it. I've been working hard and exercising. Really
Yeah.
having a great summer.
Yeah, and I follow you on your Twitters and your Instagrams and everything, and like you also push me. I do the halves and kind of I don't know if I'm getting too old or like my legs are saying like, hey, you need to back off. So I've gotten on the bike a little more just to kind of keep up with you and some of the others
Awesome.
that are on there. Um, so thank you for that.
Of
Um,
course.
what exciting things do you guys have? What do you have going on, or does Ben Davis have going on this school year?
This school year, so I'm pretty excited to continue a lot of the work we've done with our online and blended teachers around personalized learning. We've been talking about it for a long time, and it's one of those things that everybody gets on board with, but it's really difficult to wrap your head around what that actually looks like in a classroom without really expensive adaptive software. So the last couple of years, we've been working as a staff to design professional development together that's extremely personalized. So giving the teachers voice and choice. And that's been so successful that we're just building upon that and really focusing now on how can we transfer that, the learning that we've done together as students, and what does that mean when we start to put it into the classroom. So a lot of what I'm focusing on this year will be on personalization, and I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. This is not you said you were lowering the bar, but it is now like way up here. I feel sorry for whoever is up next, and it
Uh-oh.
is going to be tough for them to beat that. Um, yeah, so just for like everybody else out there, I'm gonna throw down below in the description Michelle's Twitter handle and social media stuff that she does. That she's all over the place because she is constantly sharing and making all the educators in the world better. So thank you for that, Michele. And yeah, please subscribe, please like this, please share this, and we'll get back to you soon. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.